Welcome to NLUSSA, the North Laguna Uno Slurry Separation Area. At the heart of the operation becomes Mosaic Processing Facility, elevation 3,200 feet. At the processing facility, Mosaic discharges a clay brine slurry at over 4,000 gallons per minute. The slurry then travels in an 8,863 foot long pipe that is 30-inch HDPE DR9. The slurry travels to the base of the berm where it has a pressure rating of about 93 psi. As it climbs over the berm and goes into a 6-inch manifold, this pressure is reduced to about 32 psi. From here, the slurry enters what is known as the clay settling pond manifold. The manifold extends the perimeter of the ponds and has discharge points at the middle of each pond. Each pond is 500 feet by 500 feet and contain over a week of clay brine slurry. Where the slurry discharges into each pit, a 6-inch gate valve will be available to control the flow. At the very end of the system, another 6-inch gate valve, as pictured above, will prevent the flow from flowing into the rest of the manifold. In the center of the pond, GNN Solids Control will be subcontracted to install slurry pumps. The slurry pumps will pump back up towards the manifold, passing through check valves to prevent backflow. Before that process begins, floating surface pumps will skim off the top layer of brine, discharging it over the berms into Laguna Uno. The floating brine pump activates at a slow rate, taking about 1.8 days to drain 5 foot of brine out of the ponds. The clay slurry pump takes about 1 day to completely discharge 3 to 4 feet of clay out of the center of the ponds. This flow passes back through check valves and continues in a clockwise fashion in the clay settling pond manifold. At the end of the clay pond settling manifold is a cleanout and freshwater discharge designed to drain the system from this point. A 6-inch valve back near pond 4 can be opened up, and when fresh water is drained from the processing plant, it will clean the system to this point. The pressure at this point was calculated to be about 93 psi. However, it does expand into a 30-inch corrugated drain pipe, which will significantly reduce the flow as it is discharged out into Laguna Uno. When the GNS Solids Control slurry pump is activated, the slurry is directed towards the clay holding area. The clay holding area features berms that are 20 foot tall instead of the 11 foot height of the settling ponds. Somewhere along the holding area, we have chosen to subcontract out GNS Solids Control for a complete cleaning solution. At this point, Mosaic has the option of cleaning, drying, and separating out their clays due to different particle sizes. The clays can then be stacked, stored, or even sold for oil and gas drilling. At the very end of the system, there is also another 6-inch gate valve and a clean out or freshwater discharge point. This again gives Mosaic the option to completely drain the system or remove clogged clay pipes. The top of the clay settling pond berms were designed to be 15 feet with a base of 49 feet. This gives a factor of safety of about 1.8 and still leaves plenty of room for access for machinery. This has been Mystery Inc.'s presentation on NLUSSA, the North Laguna Uno Slurry Separation Area. Thank you.